Hello, hello, this is J-Pop.
Behold the vast land of Legendra. This bountiful land was molded from ashen waste and given the breath of life by the 6 goddesses. But this land was not simply given life alone. Ostia, the foremost goddess, fostered a special love for the new creation, blessed it with a sky bright and pure, and lush rolling hills that spread from ocean to sparkling ocean. The people of Legendra rejoiced that they had found favor with Ostia, and life was good. However, as with all such tales bordering on morality plays, one lied in wait to cast a dark shadow on the prosperity and tranquility of Legendra. That one, from time uncounted, was called Madrak. He and his villainous legion scorched the land and dried the once sparkling seas with a burning fury unequaled in all creation. His singular goal was nothing less than complete annihilation of the beautiful land that Ostia and her sisters had created. Before the cruel hand of Madrak, the people of Legendra had no hope of survival. Broken and despondent, they prayed fervently for a miracle. Suddenly, the sacred dragon Harzgalt lunged forth to block Madrak's advance. Enraged, Madrak turned his fiery ardor to Harzgalt. The battle between the holy dragon and the wicked god seemed to be without end. In its wake, the winds howled, the oceans crashed, and the vast land trembled violently. 1,000 days passed, and Harzgalt had only enough strength remaining to lock Madrak into a sleep that would keep just long enough for 8 chosen heroes to be born. Now, that time is upon us. The final confrontation rushes forth.
And game. All right. Hello, hello, this is J-Pop and welcome to Dragon Force for the Sega Saturn. Let me go check the options real quick. Alright, not much in the way of options. And we will begin. Dragon Force is one of the less than handful of games I played for the Sega Saturn. I played my friend's Sega Saturn many years ago. And of all the games I have played on Sega Saturn, which again isn't that many, Dragon Force is by far my favorite, and there has never really been a game like it. There is a game for the PSP, and I forget what the name of it is, that plays like Dragon Force mostly in its own right. And I did learn recently that there is a Dragon Force 2, and I have actually tried recording that, but I've run into issues of the screen basically blacking out and there's nothing you can do. And I don't know when I'm gonna do those videos. It might be a lost cause. So I'm going back to Dragon Force 1. And to be honest, I like Dragon Force 1 more than I like Dragon Force 2 from what I had played of it. I got about 5 hours in, till I got to a point where I couldn't play anymore. But let's go through. We have the Highland Nation. So we have the White Knight leader, Wen. We have the Bozak Nation by Lord Gongos, the Beastmen Country, the Izumo Nation, Samurai Nation, Emperor Mikal. We have, can I get to this middle one? I can't seem to get to the middle one. I can't get to the top left. We have the Topaz Kingdom, King Leon. We have the Pale Moon Kingdom, Queen Terrace. It's a mage. How do I get into that middle one? Or maybe I can't. I'm a little shocked that you can't for that one. It's a male mage that I remember. And then we have the Tristan Empire, which is the first empire that I played with. It is by far my favorite. And we will be going with the Tristan Empire. Emperor Junin. Junin rules the mightiest nation of Eastern Legendra? Legendra. With a fist of iron. Due to the ice-cool leadership and deadly sword techniques, foes have come to fear the Black Knight of Masked Death. Such a cool description. Such a badass. This guy is the guy that the 10-year-old me wants to be. So we will go with Junin. Majesty alone last. Goldark has declared war against all kingdoms. He is the kingdom in the far left that we couldn't get to. The middle one, I don't know. It will only be a matter of time before they attack us. Though we have been expecting this, still it comes all too soon. Now that war has come, we all feel a little frightened. What price, glory? It has been more than 10 years since my father died. He died fighting Goldark, as you well know. The time for my revenge has finally come! The messengers sent to propose our union with King Wen were dispatched some days ago. We are due to hear from them very soon now. Anyway, the news for Legenderia goes like this. Goldark has been confined to a tower, then somehow he killed his own brother and took over rule of the empire, and has now declared total war against all kingdoms. I believe that has something to do with Gaul and Scythe. Those two are unnatural, spawned from hell itself. Now that I come to think of it, Scar was saying that Scythe owed him, didn't he? Yes. He said she owed him big time. You want to hear my story again, don't you? Okay. A long time back, I was running with the thieves. This gang I was leading was completely destroyed. By Scythe alone. Well, not exactly alone, no. More than 100 strong men were torn to shreds by the evil horde of beasts Scythe summoned forth. I alone survived that nightmarish battle. Whoever has the power to call that kind of high-level beast cannot possibly be human. They must have tricked Goldark to gain his trust. Even if the whole empire of Legenderia is overrun. That's looks like a U. With beasts, we just cannot lose. Emergency, Junin! We just received word that the messengers we sent out have all been killed. What? When? He is not worthy to hold the title of king. On my honor, I shall slay that wretched man. Please calm yourself, Majesty. Please. Alright. I'm alright. Commanders of Tristan, prepare for war. I shall be out for a while. Majesty, where are you going? I am paying a visit to my father's grave. Father, at last the time has come for my revenge draws nigh. I will settle the old scores for you, Father. I shall defeat Goldark and make sure to place his head here on your grave as an offering to you. It's a female! Like Samus! I was shocked too to find out that this was a female after I had already picked the Black Death. A female. In hindsight, totally awesome. Oh, Father, how I wish you were here to guide me. I vow to protect Tristan from Godok's ambitions as you did. I shall wear this mask and haunt the battlefields as the Black Mask of Death. They will fear me as they have no other woman before, and they will never know it is a woman they fear. Majesty, the Council on Military Affairs is now open, and we're here to the main game. We're going to start with the archives, because that's where you save. So, we have the domestic affairs that take place. We have awards. And every time you win a battle, you win an award. Or every time a general that has the first battle they win of the week, they win an award. And here you can assign awards to whichever generals. We'll go over that more next time. Items. You can have items in your inventory. And equip, unequip items. And such. Audience. We could speak with our other generals. Rest assured, I'm waiting for your order to fight. Sometimes you can get a hint of how they're feeling. Sometimes generals will leave. Your starter main ones won't leave and all that stuff. But there a lot of the fringier ones, they can stay and go. Call me on anytime. Hey, nice to see ya. This isn't my style. I need more to do. Captives, prisoners of war. You can capture other generals and have them in your prisons, talk with them, and maybe they'll join your side. Or other things. I don't think really other things. I'm just trying to be dramatic. You get a view of your generals. Look at the armies that they have, their magic, their strength, stats, things like that. Search. Search. You can search castles to find items, to find people. Fortify. You can fortify castles. If you raise up their level, they can hold more troops for you to recruit. You get bigger defensive bonuses when defending a castle, a fort, or anything like that. And every time you have a battle in your fort, or at the location, you lose one level. For now, we're gonna search. And only a high enough intelligence people can do searches. So we'll search. Must be Enya, yes? Been looking for you. I like my privacy, leave me alone. Now listen. Ah. Cena. We have a flying crest. Crests are fun. Let's see. Let me take a look at my generals. I'm gonna hold on to this crest. I know what it does. Use harpies. When you have a crest and give it to a general, they can now use that type of troop. So, if you look at the generals, some generals, we'll go with Junin. She's able to recruit either soldiers, cavalry, or harpies. In this game, you can only have one type of troop active at a time. And when you level up with awards, you pick which troop it goes to, which increases the amount of troops that they can have. You know, usually you keep them to one style of troops. You don't really diversify them. There's very little point, I think. What was cool about Dragon Force 2 is that you can actually have a 2-squad system. So you can have like half soldiers, half archers, 70 soldiers, 30 archers, 20 cavalry, 80 dragons, you know, something like that. And that was cool about that game and why I wanted to play it. But technical issues, so now I'm done running through that. I will save again. We can go to the map, but there's almost no point. So we're done. We go through this every week. So there's a menu. If you look at the top right, we got time going. We are going to deploy Junin. We'll deploy oh, I'm pressing, am I pressing Junin? Yep, she'll enter the war personally. We'll have Cena, Arios, and Scar. We will leave Ortega in the castle. People start making their moves on the open battlefield. We have this temple up here, which will be used later. Much later. And we are storming our first castle. Alright, we have Fina with mages. We will use Cena with his mages. Mage versus mage is a boring fight, but mages have an advantage against flying monsters, which are harpies. Actually, all ranged. The only two ranges. They have advantage against flying. A big advantage, so we're not going to do anything like that. You can have different formations. You have different formations for your people. I'm going to just do special. And you could advance them forward, retreat them backwards, regroup, which is to like close ranks, close them closer to the center, disperse, which will send them off to the edges, standby, which is stay still, melee, like when you have advance and they crash the troops, they will keep going past each other once they fight it out, whichever ones remain, and head to the general. Melee, they will attack the troops and keep attacking the troops wherever they are until after they're done, then go to the general. But we're mages, so we're going to stand by, which is a really, really boring fight. Oh, I don't want an auto camera. I don't want to do that. How do I get off auto camera? There, player, enemy, troops, all. Or manual. Manual is what we want. We have special moves, and I have flame cannon, so I'm going to use it. Tactics, regroup, and then tactics, stand by. If you have your mage have a clear path all the way to the general, they just shoot this long fireball, and we will speed this up. She has changed the formation of her troops to be a bit more defensive, which gets shot down, and we're gonna let the mages do their work. And win. And we have captured the enemy general. Now we have Saul. And I will send Junin personally out to the battlefield. He has a protect formation. If you see in the middle left, there's a little mini map of their kind of formation. I will send everybody if you have, like, say, offense and defense, it'll split a percentage of some people that stay with the general and attacking. Offense has more, defense has more. Special is all one. And I'm gonna send them out. Because they're in a protect formation, so they're not gonna be coming outward. She has a special move, Flame Cannon. I will use it. Do some damage to them, and we see the fight coming up. He has thrown a sonic boom attack, taking out troops and damaging the general along its path. We are going to spend the mana. And we are victorious. Saul seems to have been slain in battle. It seems a bit troublesome that some of them can die. I don't know for a fact, but I do believe that predetermined ones will just die, while other ones can be captured. I think it's preset. And when your generals are in town, they will start to recover hit points and recover their mana points. Only when you get to town. So if you have consecutive battles on the road, the mana gets lower, lower, and lower. So it can get a little hairy. And we're going to wait. Are we gonna wait? Let's see. What do we have here? There are a bunch of people here. A little scary. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. I hate abandoning castles, meaning leaving no generals in it. It's a little tough early on. I'm going to wait this first week, so we're going to speed it up. And we're going to let the timer bail out on them. See this red nation in the center, making their moves. People having their battles. And then the week's over, and we have domestic affairs. Majesty, something troubles me. I feel the powers of darkness growing stronger recently. I hope it's not an omen of some evil events. Ah, your senses are sharp indeed, Muriko. Who are you? My name is Frest. Frest? Lord Frest? The one known as the Great Wise Man? I have been sent to Astea to deliver a message to you, but it was rather impolite of me to drop it in unannounced. Even more so, when it is two women I barge in upon, What? How did you know that? You cannot hide anything like that from Lord Frest. The nerve. I think he is saying he has something to tell us. Why don't you take off your mask? The wise man knows everything, huh? Alright, I'll listen. What is Astea's message? Do you know the terrible name Madrak? Not really. I have read that he sought to pound Legenderia to dust long ago in the time of myth. That same destructive force is starting to revive again. What? Now that Astea's power is fading from the land, it is a matter of time until Marduk breaks the seal. Then, are we all to be destroyed by this mad god? No, Goddess Astea has chosen wisely against this event. In time, there will come the 8 chosen warriors to receive the Star Dragon's power. What has that got to do with me? You are one of the 8 that Astea has chosen. Now I will show you the proof, dear Junin. What? This light? What's happening? That is the crest of the Star Dragon, Harzgalt. It is a sign that you are a warrior of the Dragon Force. We said the thing! You and 7 others are our only hope against Madrak. Marduk. Wise Fress, I understand most of your story. What is it I should do from this point? First, search for the others. Even though you are the warriors of the Dragon Force, you cannot go it alone. Only when all 8 are united will there be a chance to win. If 2 with the same intention meet, the crest will resonate. Alright, all I have to do is find the other chosen, right? Just 7 individuals in the whole land of Legenderia, huh? No problem, I think. Public support index. Popularity is on the rise. Yes! Give me more harpies. Cena! So, we have, if we look to the right, we have 1 merit. At the top, we have 2 awards left. Junin gets a personal medal for every time we capture new castles. And then Junin and Cena won a battle, so we have 2 awards. So I'm going to take Cena. See, it says merit. If you look in the direct middle, it'll say merits no or merits yes, meaning do they deserve one. Since he does, I always make him, even though I love the harpies, I always have a mage because everybody else at the start is harpies. So, I'm going to give him more mages, and I get to randomly choose who I want. And I will pick Arios to receive Junin's merit. You can choose whoever you want. I usually choose to give it to the people that deserve it because I think it has something to do with their happiness meter. But for Junin will not be unhappy. It doesn't matter. So there we go with that. We can go to the audience. We can go to our captives. Fina, would you like to join us? Suppose it could not hurt. Perfect. We are going to search the castle. Voight! Aww. Alright, Cena, what you got? Give your country support. No. Having no luck picking up extra people so far. I think fortify, I think it all comes from the same people. If you could search, you could fortify. Nice little update. And we'll move on. People with new awards get topped off. Fina. And then we could deploy everybody. And we will head over to this one. If they have to come up, they've got a long way to come up. I should be able to intercept them well in advance. Let's see what's going on. This is the evil nation. This light yellow brownish color. This orange, the topaz. We have the reds who are stuck in the middle. The beast nation. And we have the samurais over here. Alright, we are storming the castle. Oh, you're dimmer than I expected. They think the King of Tristan would fall for this. Walk right into my trap. A mercenary hired to kill me. Who hired you? He may be a mercenary, but he won't reveal the name. I will kill you here. No, you don't have enough power. Go bulk up. You can talk, which is funny in this one. You can sometimes get people to recruit. Just be like, hey, fighting for the wrong side. And they're like, okay. But if it fails, then it's your commander alone versus all the troops. It's way too risky. We'll send out Arios to start with against Kid. Offense formation, and I will go with an offense formation as well. Compared to Dragon Force 2, I think that the characters, they look much better. The colors are vastly more vibrant. We're gonna give him a Sonic Boom. Whenever a spell is out, units do not attack. Ranged units do, but regular units, ground units do not. But they'll keep moving. Now this dagger doesn't do damage to me, but if you look at my power at the bottom right, it'll be a while before I cast my spell again. And since he has no more troops, I can go melee. And once you melee, you cannot give him another command. It's do or die. But it'll take my defensive troops all the way and go after him. I will hold off from using a magic spell right now, because we didn't need to. We have Ramsel next. And I'm gonna send out Arios again. Now I don't expect him to win. He actually might be able to win. But my goal is to weaken this army so that the next general gets a victory. We're gonna go for a protect and a standby formation. If he has more troops, they get to come after me. And we're gonna knock out 3 of the troops with a spell. He has a Sonic Boom of his own. And now we'll send everybody off. Maybe a mistake to actually send. No, I don't think 11 troops can kill him. But the troops, the colors in this one is way better than Dragon Force 2. It's like they try to go for realism, but like didn't try very hard. It's not as exciting and visually pleasing to watch. When you have the 2 commanders left, you can duel. I'm gonna have them retreat. The goal is to try to get as many different generals to have a win in a week as possible. And I'm gonna send Scar now, while he has an overwhelming advantage. And we will send everybody off. It won't take much. And so we got him. And now we have Gustav. And we will send Scar out to thin out the troops. He does have cavalry, though. We're gonna go with an off defensive? Yeah, we're gonna go with an offensive formation. I'm gonna just leave a couple back here to defend me. We'll see how the fight goes when they clash in the middle. Well, we took care of them real handedly. Certain troops have advantages against other troops. Harpies are strong against nearly everything except range, which is why I love them so much. And I'm going to retreat this fight. Has 1 unit left. I'm not going to send a melee command for 1 troop. And then, you know, send them to... It's a waste of time. But now we get Junin into the fray. What I didn't like about Dragon Force 2 is the units did not do enough damage to the commander. I shit you not. You could have 70 units to 0, and it would take all 70 units to beat the commander. All 70. A commander could, I think, can take, in this game, like 20, 30, but not 70. I give up. I only fought you because I was hired to. The King of Trish is way too strong for me. I knew it. I just knew it. I'm so dull. So we captured him. We did it. So we are sitting pretty for now. I'm going to speed this up because I don't think we'll be making any more moves for the rest of the week. The Highland Kingdom looking strong on the south. This is that light blue kingdom. Glory to the eternal skull children. We derive endless pleasure from crushing weak mortals. A mysterious foe has appeared. Well, Gustav, let's hear it. Who sent you to assassinate me? Sorry, but I'm not allowed to divulge that information. It would put a sword in my own gullet if I did. That's understandable. I see. The mercenary's code. Murk, remove his head. Yes, Majesty. With pleasure. Whoa, hey, wait, alright, I got it. I'm telling you, just wait a minute. So, just return your sword to its scabbard. Thank you, milady. But I'm not saying a thing without a trade from you. I'll tell you everything if you hire me here. Well, alright. A condition of exchange? What nerve? I shall make an exception just for you. It was Golem. Golem commanded me to do it. I believe that Golem is a wealthy merchant, Majesty, who is infamous for being a wicked moneylender. Golem, huh? So, I see. Golem must be trying to assassinate me so he can get the mind of Tristan all to himself. You seem to have acquired the mind of a greedy merchant. But could he carry out such an ambitious plan by himself? Excellent thinking, Murako. I doubt he could. This was probably not Golem's plan originally. Golem is like a cunning fox. He's too clever to challenge someone stronger than he is. So we can assume he attacked Tristan only because he got someone stronger than Tristan to back him up, right? Yes. He probably has some country supplying him. Well, I told you everything I know about it. You're gonna keep your promise, aren't you? Murk, put him in a cell. Hey, that's not what you promised me. Please hire me. I'm a great field cook. No. Do you think we could trust someone who sells out his boss that easily? Really? I never liked him to begin with, and you shall bring down Golem with ease. I'll stick with the one giving me the best chance to survive. You certainly are a straightforward man. We can't trust you, of course, but you don't look like you're lying in this case. Alright, I'll hire you. Oh, thank you. You won't regret it. But don't forget that swift death awaits those who betray me. Got it? You've made that, quite clear, Majesty. Yay! Popularity is up! And we get more harpies. It goes through the honor roll of who is victorious. What I liked about Dragon Force 2 is that the tedious work of the weekly stuff, you can actually automate some of the things, which was really, really nice that it did that. And I am going to miss that. They did some things right with it. Arios, here you go. Scar. And I have one left free. Now, who do I want to give it to? I am going to give it to Gustav, because he has cavalry. Cavalry is quite strong. Let's go check the audience of our captives. Hey kid, wanna join us? Alright. Ramsel, you wanna join us? Alright. We got some people. We will do one search in here. Neil, you wanna join us? Yes, accepted the offer. Alright, so we got a new person. You know what, Arios? I was gonna fortify the castle. Be Gorudius, yes? Been looking for you. Well, no luck there. I want to try to gather people early on, because that's probably the most important. And then I do believe that, you know what? I forgot. If you're in a castle long enough and it's not attacked, the fortification automatically goes up. So I think I will rely on that. I may do a couple fortifications if I deem it necessary for whatever reason. But, like, really past fortification 10, level 10, then you're most likely good. Like, good. Okay, but that's it for today's episode. I hope you're enjoying it. It's a fun game, you know. It may not be the best Let's Play kind of game, but if you see it, you want to play it, I highly encourage it. The second one has a lot of bugs that makes it unplayable unless you know what you're doing, which I don't. So, anyway, YouTube stuff, give it a like, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see y'all next time.